I'm Aaron Rian with the Brokerage House, and I help thousands of agents make millions of dollars in commissions in the real estate business. And today I'm here to talk to you about the 7 ways to be more confident as a salesperson in the real estate space. So, the first thing that you need to do as a real estate salesperson when you are meeting with a potential customer is stop needing the business in your head, okay? You, of course, want the business. We all want the business, but you need to stop needing the business because guess what? Potential customers can feel that vibe being put off you. You gotta not need their business. You gotta want it, okay? So being able to put yourself in a position where you're not so hungry for the sale, that you're doing things like reducing commissions or reducing terms on listings. That stuff is so desperate that it puts you in a position where you need their business and you don't just want their business. So tip number 1 is want their business. You will attract far more business by just wanting it rather than needing it. The second thing is understanding that sales and real estate is a game. Selling is not real life. They can't kill us. It's like a video game or a sport where at the end of the day, there's a win or a loss that happens. The win is we get the client in contract. We find them a house. We get their listing. The loss is they tell us no. They tell us they need to think about it or they go with another agent. Okay? Understanding that at the end of the day, you have to treat real estate like a game. It's not real life. You know, you got to be in a position where you're going to take the no's. You're going to take the losses. You're going to take the people who say, I need to think about it. I don't want to make a decision right now. But you're also going to get the people who say yes, and they list with you, and they buy a house with you, and those are great. But you have to understand that not everybody's going to say yes to you. If you think about it in these terms, if you're an NBA player, the greatest player to play the game, Michael Jordan, his shooting percentage, for as great as he was under 50%. Okay? So that means that in his career as the greatest basketball player ever to play the game, he missed more shots than he made, but he's still considered the greatest. It's the same thing in real estate. You're going to get told no far more times than you get told yes. You just have to ask enough people for their business to be told yes, enough times to be considered great. The third thing, take risks. What's the worst that can happen? Statistically, top performers are taking far more risk than lower performers, okay? And that goes back to the first 2 things that we talked about. That's stop needing their business, just wanting it, and understanding it's a game. When you understand those 2 things, you can take risk in a sale. For instance, the other day, a seller asked me, Aaron, why should I do business with you? This was within 2 minutes of me calling them. And you know what I said to him? I said, I'll be honest with you. At this point, I don't know if you should do business with me. Okay? But let me ask you a couple more questions and we can determine if this is going to be the right fit. That was a risk that I took in that conversation. And the seller was expecting me to come back with something salesy or pushy or push back on him. But they were refreshed by the fact that I said, I don't know if we should. I think that we gotta talk further and determine if it's a right fit for both of us. And they, they respected it and I got the listing appointment. So understanding that when you do things like stop needing the business and wanting it, and you understand that sales and real estate is a game, that you can take those calculated risks that will work out for you in the long run. The 4th thing that I got for you is stop trying to fix situations that have gone wrong. Okay? So things like, I need to think about it. Or I just listed my house with another agent. Okay? Or, whatever other thing a client can bring at you. You're not going to fix those situations. Okay? You're not going to fix them all. So you got to let those go. You have to have short-term memory and understand that, that happened. I'm going to learn from it. I want to find out why I didn't get the listing, why I didn't get the customer, and I want to learn from that long term, right? So that I can be better in the next opportunity. So understanding that you're not going to fix every situation, you have to have a very, very short-term memory that allows you to move on to the next situation and the next customer. You want to learn, right? The fifth thing is you want to learn every single time. People who stop learning start dying in the real estate and sales industry. So again, you want to be able to learn from the opportunities that you have that you weren't successful at. If you can't get the business and you don't get the customer, at least learn from that opportunity. Learn why you didn't get it. Learn what happened. Where was the disconnect? What could you have done differently that would have made that situation better? Okay? What could you have done that could maybe be improved upon next time that you can incorporate into your system to make you unstoppable at that next opportunity? The sixth thing, it's called SW3N. And what that means is some will, some won't, so what next? Okay? And again, that just puts you in the mindset that you understand that you're not going to close everybody. No matter how good you are, you have to understand the mindset of some will, some won't, so what next? And you got to move on to the next opportunity. What I tell our salespeople on almost a daily basis is you can't drag the bad experience that you had at a previous appointment or the repair addendum that you got that was massive and that your seller freaked out on you about. You can't take that into the next appointment. You have to clear your mind, understand some will, some won't, so what next? And if you can adapt that mindset, it will put you in a position where you won't hang on to all the negativity, all the things that didn't go right in your day, all the things that didn't go right in, previous transactions. And it'll allow you to be in clear headspace so you can focus on getting the next potential customer. The seventh thing, quit making friends. Okay? That sounds weird, especially in real estate, because we're told from day one, you want to be friends with your customers. Now, you want to be friendly with your customers, right? But remember, there is no win in just making friends with your customers. I tell our sales team this, I tell our broker team this, that you want to be friendly, but the win isn't to just have them say, you know what, I love you. I love you, Aaron, and when we go to list our house, it's definitely going to be with you. But let us sit on this and we'll get back in touch with you. That's a loss, okay? Because you have about a 10% chance that that person's ever going to call you back. You want to understand that the win isn't just getting them to like you. The win isn't just in making friends with them. The win is really in obtaining their business and selling them a house, listing their home and selling it. That's the win in our business. So understand that you want to be friendly, but the win is not in making friends with a potential customer. So that is what we have for you guys today. If you guys like this video, please go ahead and hit the like button down below. And as always, if you want to comment, you have questions about this video, please feel free to put them in the comments down below and we respond to all of them. But again, thank you so much for watching today's video.